sorry. But and also there's an autobiography of Glenn Edwards, Edwards Air Force Base.
Which book? Which of Barack's?
Audacity of Vote. Thank you.
I actually just submitted a list of my top 10 favorite books. That at the top of the list, if you haven't read it, Harper Lee's To Kill a Mockingbird.
We read a chapter each.
Is that right?
We had a public reading of To Kill a Mockingbird last summer.
Oh, nice.
And the mayor did a chapter, and I did a chapter, and the guy who runs the bar did a chapter, and the chief of police. And they ran through the whole thing. Wow. What a great job. Great work. I'm sorry to digress. Let's hear what else is on there.
She and Truman were neighbors.
Really?
Actually,
I did not know.
Actually neighbors.
In New York City?
No, in their hometowns.
They were cousins, Harper Lee and Truman the Winter.
Were they cousins? Right.
It wasn't, it was his assistant.
Wasn't that hard?
Wasn't him, never was.
Did you see Robert Blake on Piers?
I did not. I heard he was a little agitated.
Yes.
What else is on that list besides
Roots is on that list.
Yeah.
Big book. Not bad book. The Way of a Peaceful Warrior, Dan Melvin is on that book. On that book list.
I've seen that book in your dressing room.
Yeah. A few others. There were 10. It was for the armed forces. The idea is to they were soliciting a list of top 10 books so that they could collect those books and make them available where soldiers are stationed. So
Nice.
Next question.
Hi.
Is that a triple in your hand?
Yes, it is.
Oh.
Stop with that.
I was wondering, I know, Mr. Burton, you were a big fan of the original Star Trek series, and I was wondering if any of you had any other sci-fi shows you were big fans of.
Oh, Outer Limits, Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Rod Serling, Twilight Zone.
Right. Oh yeah. Yes. Oh yeah. Oh my God. You know,
Bonanza.
that was a science fiction show. I love, and Rod, every time he was, John didn't know that when he turned into that sheep, he was turning into the one-way traffic of the Twilight Zone.
Nice.
My brother and I would just start, oh God, no! There was a great Outer Limits in the old days that was like the aliens come down, and Robert Duvall was the star. And this was black and white, and these aliens came down, and he was chasing them all over, and he didn't know what they were doing, and they had guns, and the aliens, Robert Duvall and people were trying to figure out, and oh my God. And the aliens were taking all the children that nobody wanted, challenged, mentally, physically, and taking them aboard their ship because nobody wanted them on Earth. And he gets on the ship and he sees that they've all gotten better. And he walks on, and it was just an amazing experience. Those are the things I love that science fiction. Yeah. And Godzilla. Yes.
Hey, how's it going? I grew up on you guys, reading Rainbow, followed by Star Trek. Like, I thought you were everywhere. I thought you were in everything. I couldn't comprehend it. How does he do it? But no, my question was about bottle episodes and other TV tropes and stuff like that.
I'm sorry?
Like bottle episodes.
Oh.
Yeah. When you get a script that has that sort of formula in it, is it a help or a hindrance? And how does that help you do your process?
That's a good question.
I think the purpose of a bottle episode is for the producing line to sort of give yourself an episode off where you don't have to make pattern. It's an opportunity to save money, which means that it's generally an episode that is very talky. Because we can't afford any action in that particular episode.
It takes place in sets that are already built.
Yeah, it takes place in permanent sets. I think mostly the bottle shows were opportunities. The first day of every episode was generally, the first day of every episode when it came to stage was generally the day we shot the bridge work.
Right.
And the bridge work days were the days that we were all there together. So those tended to be very uncomfortable days for the directors.
LeVar's first directing episode, he was very serious.
I was tense, okay?
Very serious, and he was very, like, he wasn't interested in any joking around. And there was the scene where we were in the transport, and they had this thing set up, and a special effect, and what you had to do was that whenever anything is left on the floor, you leave it there because it has to be there for when you step off and anything that goes on. So I was joking. There was a phase that was left on the thing, and LeVar said, "Okay, everybody now don't touch anything, just move out of the transporter room." And we walked out, and I go, "Oh, there's a phaser, I forgot." And I go and get it, and go, no, it was Michael, no.
Like you were a 2-year-old. I was tense.
But I gotta tell you, John is both of these guys here have turned into some of the most fabulous directors. In fact, he directed an episode of Deep Space, Soldiers of the Empire. That was just spectacular, and they both turned into just amazing directors. So it was very loved working. Especially Johnny on First Contact. That was just
Yes.
Yeah.
it was great.
Yes, I'm gonna cry. You're up. And guess what you got, young man? The last question.
You're the last question.
It's Orion.
Orion?
Orion.
Everybody knows Orion.
That's Orion.
Hi, dude. What's the question?
Well, Garrett Wang, I met you 2 years ago at Trek Fest. And
Garrett, are you still here?
I really had a good conversation with you. It was about when we were about to leave, and I talked to you. You were at a booth, and that was actually right after I got out of a chat room with Michael Dorn.
Oh,
So yeah, it's kind of just
serendipitous.
yeah, serendipity.
Serendipity.
But yeah, my question for all of you is Michelle Nichols has made has made a lot of commitments to very many associations like NASA and corporations like that, and I was wondering if any of you guys were ever going to.
That's why they call you Orion.
He's a hunter of good questions.
the late great Gene Roddenberry was not able to go to a function, and he asked me to deliver a speech for him about returning to the moon. So I'm planning on returning to the moon. Is that service? Does that work for you? And you can come with, and a lot of us can go, but I think we should go back to the moon. And on the great Neil Armstrong. Reluctant American hero.
Actually, no. We were very involved with Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that, you know, but the thing with me is that there's a lot of people that come up and say, oh, I want you to be involved with this, but there was never really anything that piqued my interest, except, you know, the NAACP was something I was always involved with, still.
Yeah.
I am currently involved in an effort called 100 Years Starship. My friend May Carol Jensen was African American Women's Space is the lead on the project, and we are looking at what it would take to put humanity in another star system within the next 100 years, and that means we'll have to come up with the culture, the economy, the politics, the socialization, all of it. It needs to all be created in advance because we won't need to take everything with us. It's a pretty exciting project, and the goal is to make life here on Earth better while we're figuring out our future.
Yeah.
Thank you all very much.
Thank you, everybody, for attending. Come on back tomorrow for more programs.